Hey, what's up guys? So we're here showing off how to complete challenge Rift 152 this week, which is going to be a Lashing Tail Kick Monk. So it is going to be a Legacy of Nightmares build, so it's got of course the 2-piece bonus here. Most of the pieces of gear are not that relevant for the build, however they are going to be ancient, so let's go ahead and increase our damage, and I'll go ahead and mouse over all the pieces of gear just so you guys go ahead and check it out. It does have some scaling with your basic or primary attacks, but for the most part your main source of damage is going to be Lashing Tail Kick. So what we've got that actually does matter for the build, we've got the Jawbreaker, so that's when we use our Dashing Strike. If we hit an enemy more than 31 yards away, its cost is going to be refunded. And then we've got Scarbringer, which makes it so it's a multiplier with our Lashing Tail Kick, the first 7 enemies hit. Riviera Dancer is another multiplier, and on top of that we're going to be attacking a little bit faster. And then we have Unity to go ahead and add some survivability. And then we've got Cyclone Strike. You don't really need to activate it unless there's a really nice density, but for the most part, elite packs, go ahead and feel free to use that during that. Dashing Strike just for our mobility, Lashing Tail Kick for our main source of damage. We got Fist of Thunder. It is our generator because this build does not have infinite sustain with spamming our Lashing Tail Kick. Swooping Wind, you can activate it, can clean up some of these smaller enemies, and then Mantra of Salvation, don't even bother activating it, it's kind of just a waste of spirit. But this is what we're working with as far as the passives. So how the build plays is you can activate this. It's kind of optional. I like to activate it because it kind of cleans up anything that's small and just eliminates them instantly. But your main source of damage is actually going to come from your Lashing Tail Kick. You can see it does a lot more damage over here. The build is actually pretty easy. It does have the survivability, it does have the damage, it's just it doesn't have the ability to maintain the spirit at the rate you normally want to be spending it. So just don't always activate Lashing Tail Kick over and over again. You usually just need to activate it once and it cleans up most of the stuff. And then with the smaller trash, just clean it up with your Sweeping Wind. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop in and show you guys how to clear it. So I like to use Dashing Strike ASAP. And just start getting up those stacks, and then we'll go ahead and go into this elite pack. Unfortunately, this one has Nightmarish, so it will fear you, and that's never fun. But we'll go ahead and just keep Dashing Strike and eliminate some of the enemies that come up close to you. They're coming up to another elite pack. Cyclone Strike, and start kicking again, and you'll eliminate them. And just try to teleport with your Dashing Strike into elites. You can see you have enough damage for this build. Like, that's no problem at all for this build. It's mostly just trying to maintain that resource. Once again, we'll go in Cyclone Strike and let most of the stuff pretty easy. Bring them close to us. And we'll go and grab those orbs. And once you go ahead and grab this conduit pylon, pretty much just going to go ahead and go downward. I'm going to go ahead and go over here. And try to keep your teleport or your Dashing Strike up as much as possible. You don't even need to really attack anything here. And you'll be good to go. There's a speed pylon that we'll acquire. And then we'll just kind of go upwards. Eliminate him. And go ahead and Cyclone once again. Unfortunately, we don't have the resource, and these guys have shielding. Never a fun time with both of those. Go and collect those orbs and move on. With the smaller monsters, it's not really that necessary to group them up, but if there is a decent density, might as well. On floor number 2, you just basically just go towards the right side. And you'll be good to go. I'm going to go ahead and get my stacks up. Unfortunately, another shielding, which always hurts if you're trying to speedrun. Ideally, you just try to eliminate them before they can get the shielding off. But at least this build is very, very tanky, so you don't need to worry too much about that. Watch out for those grotesque explosions. And then we'll go ahead and grab those orbs and continue on to the next floor. Floor number 3 is quite great. You just basically hug the left side and you'll be good to go. Group them all up, and then we can grab the shielding pylon. It's unnecessary. The build is definitely tanky enough, so no need to worry about that. And then coming up to an elite pack over here. Group them all up. That Lashing Tail Kick. And since we're in shielding now, we can just stand in the AoE, no problem at all. And then just kind of hug the right side over here. There we go, eliminate him. And we're almost done with this one. We're just going to go ahead and go upwards. Get another leap. All this build really needs is like Reaper's Wraps and like Epiphany, and it would be so much better. And then we're almost done. But I did make a build that's very similar to this that shoots out fireballs. It's much more efficient than this one, and I'll pin it down below. I definitely recommend you guys to check that one out, because if you like this build, it's just a much more efficient way to play it. So go ahead and get this guy, hopefully, before our stacks run out. And there we go. Like I said, pretty easy in terms of tankiness. It's just getting certain paths down. So there's our time over there. We'll go ahead and go back and let's check out. I think that's probably top 100 at least. But there it is. That's how you guys can complete this week's challenge rift as the monk. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like on it. And if you are new here or haven't seen this video that I dropped on the Tornado Fireball Monk, it's an off-meta build. It can definitely do T16, no problem. I'll pin it down below. It's very similar to this build, but it's much faster, much more efficient. And I think it's a lot of blast to play if you guys are interested in a really cool monk build. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys, and Season 21's PTR will be coming up very soon. I'll get you guys gameplay of that as soon as it's out. So if you guys would like to check that out and you're new here, subscribe, turn on that bell, and you'll see it very soon. But if this video helped you guys out or you enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. And if you're new here, subscribe, turn on that bell if you would like to see more Diablo and other gaming content. And I'll catch you in the next video. Have a good one. I'm signing out. Peace.